Good morning and welcome to Sunrise at LaGuardia, LGA. Where are we going today, friends? Well, we are going to the mythical, magical, Judy Garland approved St. Louis to meet people there. Specifically, our dear friend Sean and his partner Natty, who are tying the knot. And you know there's going to be some good gift shops along the way. We got the Gateway Arch planned. We got the City Museum, ribs, maybe the Anheuser-Busch Brewery. I've got some other surprises too. So this will be a three-parter. And we've never been to St. Louis before. So thanks for joining us. And as always, you are watching Peak Merch. All right, and we arrived at the historic Hotel St. Louis, part of the Marriott autograph collection. Check out this stained glass. Love being a Bonvoy member. Room's already ready. Shout out to the Hepburn, Beatty, Devlin wedding for the lovely welcome baskets. This is such a beautiful hotel, but we are settled and we are going to bop around and in the grand fashion. Before we hit the Gateway Arch, which is today, we're going to take you to a highly recommended gift shop. So yeah, let's get moving. Welcome to St. Louis. So forcing the Peak Merch travel companion here to be on camera because we need to remark about how friendly everyone is. And before our car comes, two quick things. I want to talk about the young man who was there and he got off the plane, a local, approached us and said, "Pardon me, are you guys from New York?" We said, "Yeah." He said, "Why?" He goes,
Me being not me.
yeah, he asked me because he has shame. And he said, "Noticed all the women in New York City not walking around with any bras. What's the deal?" So, you know.
Problem?
Yeah, we said, "What's the problem?" Anyway, that was fun. Also, everybody's so friendly. We're trying a bit where we ask people if they've seen the Judy Garland classic, Meet Me in St. Louis.
Or maybe if they know the way to the World's Fair, because we got to meet someone. So
Right, the
you'll
World's
see
Fair.
what we pick.
So we asked one gentleman, our Uber guy, and he said, "You know, I saw the movie. All I remember, it was summer, it was hot, and they didn't have AC back then. So Judy Garland's dad took a 15-minute ice bath." Anyway, we're going to keep asking
So there
people
you
if
go.
they've seen the movie. And we'll look for some Meet Me in St. Louis merch, too. But yeah, on our way. All right, you think I'm just going to take you to the Gateway Arch and give away the money shot right when we get here, like some sort of amateur hour? No, we're going to a gift shop first. This is the STyLehouse. Artist design, sort of elevated St. Louis merch. Comes highly recommended by fans of the iconography. So let's go inside and see what we can find. And I told you how friendly everyone is in St. Louis.
Screw you.
and meet Randy.
Hi, how's it going, everyone?
So you're one of the owners of, is it STyLehouse, STL STyLehouse?
I mean, the company's STL Style, but everyone calls the shop STyLehouse or
Gotcha.
STL STyLehouse. Whatever it is, you can't spell style without STL.
How did you get into the merch and graphic design game? Did you see like an opportunity for like headier local merch, or what got you into this gig?
It really has less to do with design and more to do with like our fascination and obsession with our hometown, St. Louis. We grew up in the suburbs, but love the city, but when we graduated college, we didn't think there were enough cool t-shirts that we wanted to wear to represent it, so we started designing our own. And fast forward, this many years later, we've been here since 2010. So
Wow,
we're now-
congratulations.
Yeah.
15
almost-
years ain't nothing in
Yeah.
today's economy.
Truly, and in a brick and mortar, no less, in the age of Amazon. So I guess we're doing plenty right.
Yeah.
Plenty of mistakes along the way, but yeah, this is our kind of outgrowth of our passion for the city. And we have over 100 different designs, all celebrating unique aspects of St. Louis, catering to any taste or audience, and we can print any of these designs on the spot on any blade.
That's so
shirt.
cool.
So,
What are some of your favorites?
Oh man, mine changes like the weather.
You like it all.
Depends, but I'll tell you the crowd favorites. We're famously known for the St. fucking Louis. That hasn't changed much over the years. And just a lot of like our, these funky,
The
St.
soul,
Louis
the Soul Train style.
Yeah. And I don't know. There's so many. It's almost overwhelming. The faux shoto up at the top. That's kind of a play on local pronunciation of a street. And that's one of our older designs that we kind of kept the same.
I see that toasted or the raviolis getting toasted. Is that what's happening in the bathtub?
The bath of marinara, yeah.
I see.
So I guess you guys know about toasted ravioli.
Oh yeah, it's on the list. We just got here, so.
Oh, that's cool. Where are you staying?
We're at the Hotel St. Louis. It's like a wedding. We've got a room block, so we got all these smalls.
She's lived here her entire life. She's about 16 years old. Pretty recently blind the last couple of years, but she's in good health otherwise. And she has her own line of merch here.
Oh, here's Frankie's pin.
Yeah, she's got a pin, she's got a sticker, she even has a shirt design.
Wow.
She's famous. And we have these awesome, where are our cool Frankie totes? Oh yeah. She's got her own commemorative tote bag.
Yeah, we got stickers, pins, patches.
Oh my gosh.
Pictures.
You guys have got my number here, that's for sure.
Awesome.
No, the Missouri Botanical Garden is also beautiful. You should totally go. There is a cover for that usually, but the zoo is in Forest Park, which is kind of middle, is if you're going like north, central, and then south, and also kind of to the west, kind of by the city county line. Like Forest Park kind of hits the county line.
Okay.
And then Botanical Garden is in South City.
Got it.
Yeah, so not too far from here.
Yeah.
Probably like 5 to 10 minute drive, depending on traffic.
That seems. I mean, we weren't thinking about the garden, but I think now we are.
They just redid parts of it. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
So one of my favorite poets and singer-songwriters, David Berman of the Silver Jews, said the souvenir just reminded him of the time he bought the thing. And that's the thing about merch. It's like the story and the context behind it is what gives it meaning and value. And I love that even being in here for 10 minutes, you guys have given me a crash course
Yes.
in the city.
This is the place to get the crash course.
This is the place for the crash course. STL Style, also known as the STyLehouse, with the S, the T, and the L bold-faced. Rock and roll. All right, we need to talk about what a delight those people are.
You guys are nice. Thanks for having us.
So nice. What a treat. And I meant what I said. Like, you can learn a lot at the right gift shop when you talk to people who are passionate about their town, passionate about their merch. You too become a passionate advocate. Look at this tote I got. It's sort of a composite of a lot of their stickers, but I needed something for my DSLR, so here we are. All right, on to lunch at the most famous rib place in town. That's right, we're going to Pappy's. And while we wait for our Uber, the flower shop across the street is lovely, and they have some merch too. Look at that. Flowers and weeds. Cherokee Street. Shirts and beanies. There's the beanie down there. Okay. Plot twist. Pappy's had a water main break, so we will not be going to the most famous BBQ in St. Louis, but they say this one is a sister restaurant, well, recommended to us by the pitmaster there. Welcome to Bogart's.
Root beer.
I won the wing ding. Cool.
Can I get a name for your order?
And yeah, while we wait, we confirmed it's the same owners, Bogart's and Pappy's, so I'm excited to try this, though. Looks like it's bottled in St. Louis. So we'll give you a review and get this food going shortly. Look at this full rack of beauty here. Baby back ribs are the thing to do with Kansas City BBQ. We are here for the Kansas City BBQ, and so a full rack is what we do. We also got some fire and ice pickles and some potato salad too. So yeah, how's the root beer?
Delicious. Also, just wanted to circle back about our friend from the airplane. The question about braziers. Maybe it's because he's from here that he's like just really concerned about the racks of all people.
Yeah, he's so used to eating the full rack of ribs that he can't take his mind off the full rack of ladies. Huh. I think you're onto something. All right, let's munch. Beautiful grapes. Peaches. And it looks like we found the Tums headquarters, which is wild. That must be the old Tums branding. There's Tums. And it looks like there might even be a Tums like headquarters store. But we will investigate and try to come back if so. And just across the road from the old courthouse, where the Dred Scott decision was settled, we'll go look at that commemoration later, is the incredible St. Louis Gateway Arch. This is actually the 60th anniversary. It was completed in 1965, opened in 1967. Let's take a tram ride to the top, what our Uber driver describes as straight out of Austin Powers. What do you say?
Well, I think he was talking about the like space capsule.
The mini-me, yeah.
But weird ref.
Weird ref.
Weird guy.
Here we are. Are we ready for the reveal? Here's the reveal. And we have to, you actually can't just walk into the arch. You exit through the legs that you walk in through the visitor center, which is straight ahead. And here is the butte. All right. It's really bigger in person, but we've got a time ticket, so let's head inside and we'll talk about it later. And it's so big it doesn't even fit in this wide aspect ratio. Pretty remarkable. Yeah, modernism at its finest. But is it efficient and does it make any sense? We'll find out as we enter Gateway Arch National Park. So while our combo ticket to ride up to the top of the arch and take to our river cruise was like $40 a person, this museum is completely free. Anybody can walk in here, learn about colonial St. Louis and sort of the establishment of the riverfront. There's a lot here. We might have to see more after we ride to the top, but let's at least try to find some arch facts now, maybe. Is that a good use of our time?
Facts.
All right. There's Eero Saarinen, famed modernist architect. Y'all may not know this because I don't talk about it on the channel a lot, but I married into an architecturally savvy family. And as a result, nerds like this love facts like this. What are you learning?
I just love this monument of a monument.
A monument to a monument. The idea. St. Louis lawyer Luther Ellie Smith, appalled at the dilapidated St. Louis riverfront, decided that a memorial to the westward expansion of the U.S. could be built here. St. Louis Mayor Bernard Dickman liked Smith's idea and was able to persuade President Franklin D. Roosevelt to proclaim Jefferson National Expansion Memorial on December 21st, 1935. Between 1939 and 1942, all the buildings in a 40-block area were torn down for the memorial. World War II brought the project to a halt, but in 47 to 48, an architectural competition was held. A total of 172 entries were evaluated by a jury of 7 architects, who chose a beautiful stainless steel arch designed by this dude in the middle, Eero Saarinen.
I think it's Eero.
Eero Saarinen. See, this is why you gotta travel with a nerd. Although Luther Ellie Smith died in 1951, the campaign to build the memorial continued, so Congresswoman Leonore K. Sullivan obtained much of the necessary funding from Congress. By 1957, Saarinen began redesigning the arch project. Backed by Memorial Superintendent George Hartzog, Saarinen placed surface structures in the underground complex. That's where we are. Meanwhile, Mayor Raymond Tucker, a trained engineer, settled a dispute with the railroads over an unsightly riverfront trestle. Using Tucker's tunnel design, a great arch was finally ready to rise from above. A deceptively simple design which later presented several difficult problems. Saarinen had to settle on a shape and height that was appropriate to the memorial and its surroundings, but after long months of trial and error, long months, a weighted catenary curve was chosen. So it's called a catenary curve. We'll look at the shape more later.
630 feet tall.
630 feet tall, could not have been built without the theoretical mathematics of engineer Hans-Carl Randall. Very cool. Landscape architect Dan Kiley. Give him his due. He's the second from the top right there. We love a landscape architect in this house. Completed on October 28th, 1965. A tribute to many people who made this dream a reality. That's 60 years. You think they're going to have some anniversary merch?
I'm sorry. Yes. I'm still finishing this plaque.
And I'll say the other thing about dating an architecture nerd is they appreciate things you might be taking for granted, like this structure and like just the grain of the...
People pay big money to imitate this type of surface, okay? I'm just doing research.
Doing research? Okay. So I do think it's weird that they make you take the photo before you get on, but what's cool is they take your photo, yeah, a little free merch action there. First of much. If you're good, we'll send it to you. Maybe I should launch a Patreon.
No, that's my star sign.
Okay. Clearly she likes the Patreon idea, right?
It is the only one like it in the world. It combines elements of an elevator, an escalator, and a Ferris wheel to accommodate the unique curves of the Gateway Arch. Now, after the construction of the Gateway Arch was completed, they then began on our tram system. The North Tram, which is what we're on, guys, it finished in 1967. And the South Tram, which is over there, guys, it finished in 1968. It alone cost around about $3.3 million to install our tram system. Now the tram itself, guys, it travels at a whopping speed of 3.86 miles per hour. I know, guys, it's so fast. And it actually rotates, guys, kind of like a Ferris wheel to keep its passengers upright. When you guys are in these tram cars, guys, you're going to see through your windows some of our 1,076 steps that are used for maintenance and emergency purposes. Don't worry, guys, you don't have to take those today. But once you guys do go up there to the very top, there's going to be 32 windows, okay? 16 on each side. And guys, you're going to have around about 10 minutes up there at the top. There will be a tour guide to let you guys know when it's time to come back down. And you guys will be riding in the same tram car riding up as you will be riding back down. Are there any questions, guys? Alrighty, I'll be right up there, guys.
Oh my god, so we're in this tiny capsule, 4 feet tall. And I'm gonna spin you around so you can see what the inside of this arch looks like right now. Check this out. Oh! Lady at the gift shop told us not to eat before coming, and I kind of get where her head was. That's the inside of the arch, y'all. Look at that. Pretty cool.
Yeah, you're good looking this way, honey.
Bring it on.
I feel fine right now because we're not doing this. I'm gonna admit I'm fine, but I was like, whoa.
I live for danger.
I'm not sure we could have fit a fifth person.
Pretty crazy. 630 feet. There ain't currently a roller coaster that goes this high. What do you think?
I think this is a weird and good attraction.
And there's the mighty Mississippi. We're gonna be on one of those river boats in about an hour. Keep going like this. Pretty wild. Pretty cool. Beautiful. The gateway to the west. You can see the top of the structure curving as you walk down.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. And the stairs are very uneven.
Make sure we are standing on the yellow painted steps. Get inside. Please continue up towards the center once we get to the top.
Now that I know what to expect.
Okay, that was so fun. They said it was a combination of a Ferris wheel, an elevator, and what?
An escalator, which is all true. It was very weird and scary a little bit, but worth it? Yes. View? Good.
View's alright.
But experience? Great.
Yeah, I'll try to throw a shot with the fisheye in, maybe right here. But you can see, like, the view's cool. The old courthouse is cool. I didn't realize the courthouse was part of Gateway Archway National Park.
Right. Well, what I think is cool is if you're a fan of the movie Drop Dead Gorgeous, you may recognize many of the great American monuments from the scene where they all dress as American monuments. here on this monument to the monument itself. And something that I said to our capsule passengers is that the arch itself is so grand and beautiful, and that's kind of enough. And it's kind of crazy that they say, like, okay, but you can ride in it.
Right, and the other thing we were talking about is how this was like a modernist masterwork when it opened 60 years ago, and so futuristic, but there's something kind of wonky, rinky-dink and impractical retro future. Pretty good, huh? Well, the punders never cease. Sorry. But look at this. The Arch store. All right. It's the 60th anniversary of this thing. Let's see what we can find. Hannah, why is this so funny to you?
I don't know. Most great ideas are come to while drinking a nice hot cup of coffee on the go.
An architect's vision in insulated tumbler form.
Magic seams.
Magic seams, baby. All right, I'm still looking for that 60th merch. And I will say a lot of what we're seeing does capture the mid-century vibe, like this collection. So they've got magnets, they've got puzzles, they've got pencil cases, mini backpacks as well. Pretty cool. First sighting of 60th merch here. What else sticks out to you?
Mouse pad, obviously.
A mouse pad.
And this is a great bag.
Yeah, they're definitely leaning into the vintage energy of this place. Very cool. This is cool. Earrings styled after the steel used to build the Gateway Arch. And earrings styled after the Keystone, too. And there's a DVD of the movie you can watch here. I guess it was nominated for an Academy Award, apparently. I had no idea. Some hats down here, too. Alright. And just like a ton of shirts. I'm not going to be able to show you all of them because there are far too many. But they range in type of design. So, pretty cool. Yeah, I think you're right. They really are marketing to the field trip demographic
I
here.
would have died to have this.
As a girl?
Yes. Not died, but
Killed.
killed.
And if you're a follower of the channel, you'll know I'm a sucker for miniatures. So, like this miniature Gateway Arch is so cool. We got a 3-inch replica. We got a collectible coin. There's a lot here. And a lot of it's going to have to come home with me, too. So, decisions. All right, we found the 60th stuff. Completed October 28th, 1965. So there's the magnet. There's the ornament and the keychain. There's the patch. And there is the pin, which is coming home with me. I feel like the laser etched like crystal blocks are such classic American institution merch. A little outdated, but it's cool that they're here. People love them. And look, more mid-century style, classic branding. Great, love it. All right, I'm gonna show you what else I can and we'll get out of here. This is a Gateway Arch chocolate lollipop. Can't make this stuff up, folks. Very cool. And these reusable bags are pretty cool too. More designs here, more pins. I'm not going to get all of these. These aren't date stamped, but pretty handsome nonetheless. And they're definitely keeping the mid-century energy going. I'm reminded of Epcot. Oh, look at that. That's a chip clip magnet. Good find, Ham. Arches my arches. All right. We'll do one more pass and then take it home. This is a nice pin set here. It's got the old courthouse, the Yids Bridge, the old cathedral, and the arch. Architectural firsts. We already showed you this 60th pin, but there's this one too. Focusing failed. All right. Well, there's a few 60th pins actually. Ugh, not just the one I found. So yeah, we definitely have some decisions to make here. We'll see what we can do. And will the 60th anniversary wonders never cease? We have this completed date stamped shirt, pretty handsome. We have this one with the front breast and the same graphic. Can you show us what's on the back, darling? Yeah, there's that graphic on the back as well. And then look what Hannah found. Arch socks. They really think of everything. What do they think of next? Listen, the building construction may be long done, but the innovation of the merchandise continues. And just to show you, Fitz's, which is a local root beer and craft soda brand, we might go there before we leave. They have their own Gateway Arch version of the root beer, which is pretty cool. Thinking of picking up a 4-pack for the hotel. And they have this special shirt. Show us the front first. Gateway Arch root beer. Oh my god, I love that. And flip it around, and there's a menu on the back celebrating 2 perfectly crafted St. Louis icons. Oh my god, I think this is me all over it. Would you agree?
Yes.
Peak merch, folks. That's what it's all about. Not that hard. And of all the models, this $80 one might be the coolest because it's made from Arch Tram cable itself. So yeah, not cheap, but kind of an amazing souvenir. That's actual cable used in the. I guess they swap it out every few years, you know, keep it fresh. So, and yeah, one last pass. We've seen this 60th stuff before, but we haven't seen the 60th mug, which does look pretty nifty. So, all right, let's head out of here and keep moving. You know what? I'm happy that my purchase supports this park because I gotta tell you, 10 out of 10. One of the better gift shops we've ever been to. We were just saying.
Very good gift shop. Good job. Way to be good.
Way to be good. Spent a little more than I was planning, but hey.
A peak merch classic phrase.
All right, let's close out a fantastic first day with a little merch haul, shall we? You are looking at a tote bag from STyLehouse, sort of a collage of their stickers and graphics here, which are really cool. And it was a nice way to carry my camera around. Here are some of the pins I got from STyLehouse. I got that Soul Style St. Louis logo I really like. The flag, as well as this pin of the riverboat. And the Arch riverboat tour was kind of whack, but you know, they did what they could with the material. And then at the Gateway Arch itself, I did get that awesome Fritz's root beer Gateway Arch mashup. It's my kind of thing. It's a mixture of 2 weird local things, so it worked on me. I also got this resin. It was only $12, so it was cheaper than the replicas of the Arch. Just a little desk standy, but I thought it was nice. I was really impressed with the 60th anniversary spread, so I got this magnet with the graphic and a pin for the pin board. I also got this other 60th anniversary pin that they had. Those were the only 2 60th. They had a lot of pins, but those were the only 2 with the date stamp. And I got a collectible coin as well because I like these, and my coin collection is growing. So, also some postcards. This is the postcard that they give you to collect your photo. We didn't get the photo, even though it was pretty good, because it's $35. It's that kind of situation where they print it out for you and then try to sell it to you, but I'm pretty sure we saw a bunch of them in the trash, so don't quote me on that. But and then Hannah got these incredible postcards at STyLehouse too. They were telling us that Chesterfield is this dead-eyed suburb right next to St. Louis, and it's a floodplain, and it's a place you never want to go. So in the spirit of postcards of banal things, we've got Chesterfield here. This place, enjoy the depressed section. Amazing. And then I'll just let this one speak for itself. All right. Great day. Awesome haul. What a great city. A city that loves its merch, we can confidently say as well. So we're going to hang it up and come back tomorrow for more adventures, which you'll get next week. So, yeah, for now, I've been Jess, you've been Patient, and you've just watched Peak Merch. Bye-bye now.